On May 23, 2023, a 14-year-old black boy named Cyrus Belton walked into a convenience store in Columbia, South Carolina, picked up 4 bottles of water, put them back in the cooler, and walked out empty-handed. The store's surveillance footage confirmed all of this. He didn't steal anything. He was a child. The store's owner, an Asian man named Rick Chow, chased him anyway for 130 yards. And then shot him in the back. 2 weeks ago, on June 1st, 2026, a jury found Chow not guilty of murder. His defense argued that he was protecting his son. The 14-year-old's family sat in the gallery and sobbed as the verdict was read. The boy's father said, "They watched our 14-year-old boy run away from 2 grown men on video. They knew one of them shot him in the back, and they still said no one is to blame." Don't skip to the part where you defend the Asian community. Don't skip to the part where you say, but Asians experience racism too. Just sit with the fact that a 14-year-old black child was shot in the back by an Asian man over a bottle of water that didn't even leave the store, and he was running away. I have watched the Asian American community on social media these past 2 weeks. I have watched black creators beg us to say something. I have watched us not. I have watched the same community that flooded TikTok with Stop Asian Hate hashtags in 2021 go completely, deafeningly silent over a black teenager killed by one of our own. And the silence is the argument. The silence is what I want to talk about today. Because there is a story Asian Americans tell ourselves about this country, and it is a lie. The story is, we are minorities. We have experienced racism. And so when we say or do anti-Black things, it's because we're confused, or scared, or didn't learn better. The story is that anti-Blackness in our community is a misunderstanding. It is not a misunderstanding. It is the price of admission. A Korean American political scientist named Claire Jean Kim has spent 25 years studying this. In 1999, she wrote a famous paper called The Racial Triangulation of Asian Americans that argued we are positioned between white and black, used as a model minority wedge to discipline black people. That theory has been everywhere in Asian American studies for a generation. But in 2023, she published a new book, Asian Americans in an Anti-Black World, and revised her own theory. After 25 years and a lot more reading of Black studies, she came to a different conclusion. She wrote that the foundational binary of American racial life is not white versus non-white. It is non-Black versus Black, which means, and this is the part that nobody in our community wants to hear, Asian Americans were not promised assimilation into whiteness. We were promised assimilation into non-Blackness. Every step our parents and grandparents took toward American belonging, toward middle-class respectability, toward being seen as one of the good ones, was a step taken over Black people. The model minority wasn't a gift from white America. It was a contract. You can be almost American as long as you stay anti-Black. That's why our racism doesn't feel like racism to us, because we didn't import it from white people. We traded for it. It's how we paid our way in. And that's why Rick Chow chased a 14-year-old black child 130 yards down the street and shot him in the back over water the kid didn't even steal. Not because Chow misunderstood black people, not because he was scared, because somewhere inside the script of Asian assimilation in America, there is a quiet, ugly clause that says, a black kid in your store is a threat, and your willingness to act on that threat is what makes you American. He acted on it. The jury, in a country whose entire legal architecture is built on protecting non-black people from black ones, agreed with him. So to my Asian American community, I am tired of the apologies. I am tired of the We have to do better videos that do nothing. I am tired of watching us mobilize for Stop Asian Hate and then go silent when a Black child is killed by one of us in a way that should make us throw up. We are not owed sympathy for our racism because we have experienced racism. Being a minority is not a moral position, it is a demographic one. The fact that the world has hurt you does not exempt you from hurting other people, and it especially does not exempt you when the people you are hurting were here, in this country, fighting for civil rights that we directly benefited from before most of our families ever stepped off that plane or boat. Black Americans built the civil rights movement that made it legal for our families to immigrate, for us to marry whom we wanted, to live where we wanted, to vote, and own businesses like Rick Chow's. We owe them everything. And the way that we are repaying it right now is by killing their children and going quiet about it. If you are Asian American and you have made it this far in this video without closing it, thank you. The work is not posting a black square. The work is not a comment under somebody else's video. The work is calling your uncle. The work is naming what your mom said under her breath at the grocery store. The work is breaking the contract we never should have agreed to sign. Cyrus Belton was 14 years old. He was running for his life. He had stolen nothing, and he is dead because somewhere in our community we accepted a deal that said his life was the price of ours. The deal is bad. The deal was always bad, and we are the only ones who can stop honoring it.
One thing I don't play about is my black people. And if anybody who looks like me is a threat, whether you consider me a threat or not, if anybody who looks like me is a threat to you or seen as a stepping stone in your financial endeavors and our lives don't matter, no. These are the best my nails ever look. I went up there and got me a black nail tech. I never played. I mean, this can go on my life. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I'm still not gonna try that new pho restaurant. I stand for something. I'm about to get my hair done tomorrow by some Africans, and I needed color here because I'm gonna do color. I think I do. I need color here. Guess where I went? It was 30 minutes away. I went to the Black Owned hair supply store, and don't tell me, oh, they get their hair from blah 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 Asia. Okay, my money still went to a black owned business. Did they get their hair from? No.
And so what if black people are boycotting Asian businesses? If that's what it takes to wake our community up.
Gia, you are very critical of Asians, and when you talk this way about our people, all you're doing is creating division. I've seen your videos about the Cyrus Rickshaw situation. I don't disagree with your stance there. It was a tragic loss of life. There is anti-Blackness within our community. I just don't think you need to imply that we deserve to be boycotted. Like, yeah, go ahead. Wake our community up. Who are you referring to exactly? Maybe you should clear that up. You are telling the black community it is okay to generalize all of us, and the ones who are speaking out against it right now, I'm watching them get bullied by their own peers, and I can only imagine that you are partially responsible. Because hey look, an Asian said it was okay. Do you know that woman?
If you come to New York, yo, you gotta order 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice.
This woman, all she's doing is telling the world how good this Asian restaurant is. And look at these comments. This is ridiculous. Like, since when are we the boot? Us, Asians, in this country? The boot. Does this woman who made the chicken wings, does she need a wake-up call?
We're calling all of the Asian takeout places, replacing a big-ass, fat-ass.
Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite and generalize the black community. I know these cases are outliers, and most black people want this boycott so that they can circulate their money back into their own community, as they should. And I'm seeing stuff like this on my FYP too. Clearly, a lot of black people are wanting to support their own people, which is good, but clearly there are some who are doing things for revenge. And I can't help but feel like people like you enable that. Now, yes, it's more the black community's responsibility to address these people than it is ours, but my point is, you are not helping. This guy is a complete dunce and does not speak for me, yet I honestly feel like you validate his existence. You give his words power. You guys have similar energy, actually.
Please do. So what?
I'm really wondering where you're coming from deep down. Do you really think that we, are so much more capable than Black people of taking economic hits that you can just throw all Asian businesses under the bus like this. So I don't know where you grew up, but I grew up in New York, and a lot of Asians in New York do not grow up financially privileged, whether they're East Asian, South Asian, Southeast Asian. Do you think those people are anti-Black and need to wake up? I honestly feel like they don't have the time to be anti-anybody. They're trying to just make it.
I saw a video on TikTok.
Oh, I think you're the first one to come up and say that.
The Black and Asian communities, we are running through a lot of the same hurdles. But the way you talk about us, honestly, it sounds like you have the Asian version of white guilt. And I hate to use that term, but we gotta call it something. And I'll be honest, that video of yours about Jeffrey's Island and how they viewed Asians as more desirable than Blacks, the one that you deleted without addressing any of the Black creators that called you out, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you. I have a lot of respect for you and other Asian creators on this app. I think we all have a place here, more or less. But this time, I cannot sit idly by while you get on here and minimize our life experiences and our people. Anti-Blackness does exist within our community. It's good that you call it out. But if you continue to talk without nuance and with such anger, all you're gonna do is set yourself up as quote unquote one of the good ones, which is such a divisive, harmful, and unnecessary thing to be. I hope you understand that.
I think this time around, it is not for only Asians to see how important Black Americans' dollar is. It is also important for a lot of immigrants, nonchalant immigrants that literally do not care about Black Americans, that want to identify themselves so badly with white folks, that want to blend so much with whiteness. I think this is the high time for every single one of them. If you are an immigrant in America, sit down and reflect back on your life. Because at the end of the day, Black Americans are the one putting food on your table. Black Americans are the one making sure that that greener pastures you craved for, you wished for, and you finally get to America. Black Americans are the ones that are making sure you successfully get it. As at this point, Asians want Black Americans so badly to forgive them, but they don't know how to put it. That's why you see some of them will come up here with a lot of racist videos, and they just think, oh, maybe Black Americans can just wake up one morning and be like, okay, the boycott is over, let's move on. Ask targets how far. Ask a lot of people that Black Americans have literally boycotted. And see, the truth is, let's watch the remaining clip before I say every other thing I have to say at the end of this video. And credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in this episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video properly. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch.
Guys, we should all stop supporting Asian-owned businesses, is what I would say if I was fucking stupid.
Have we ever seen an Asian in the soul food spot in mass? Have we ever seen the Asians supporting Black American businesses in mass? Let me know. Maybe I'm going crazy.
As much as my heart goes out to the Rick Chow case, you can't blame a whole community for one isolated incident.
Your heart doesn't really go out to what happened because you didn't make a video about what happened. You're making a video about the response to what happened, right? So which means you don't really care about what happened, but going after the response instead of the action.
And for all those that say that they're going to stop supporting Asian businesses, the clothes on your back probably came from China.
Seeing the clothes on our back come from China actually proves our point to let you know that we're not a hateful people. We always supported the Asian community, and if we stop doing it, that's going to be economic destruction for you. So I don't know if that was supposed to be aha, got you moment, because that's not the flex you thought it was.
And I do admit a lot of Asian people are racist. However, not everyone that's Asian is racist.
So you're admitting that a lot of Asian people are racist. So what are we talking about? Now, I'm not saying all, because I have a few that I'm cool with, but what are we talking about?
I think we should be sabotaging Asian-owned businesses, especially since Asian Heritage Month just passed.
How us doing our own group economic is sabotaging Asian businesses? That's what you guys are doing. You guys are doing your own group economics. You have your Chinatown, when you came into our communities, separated and made your own enclave and communities. Is that sabotaging the Black American community? No, it's not. So we're not sabotaging. We're doing our own group economics. What's the issue?
Also, specifically, not supporting Asian businesses is also considered racist.
So if not supporting Asian business is considered racist, I haven't seen Asians in mass support Black American business. So what that means? So tell me, what does that mean? In the last 65 years, I haven't seen Black Americans working in Asian businesses. I haven't seen us Asians massive support in Black American business. And I definitely didn't see them in no damn soul food spots. So are you saying that they're racist? It sounds like you're telling on yourself. See, the problem is, again, I call it social unity, economic warfare. Socially, it's all love. You might be able to hang out, have fun, go to the bar, whatever. But economically and politically, it's been warfare for the last 65 years, and we're the last to catch up. See, the problem is, a lot of y'all are in our communities, right? Extracting out 1.9 to 2.6 trillion dollars. So the moment we say, hold on, we're gonna start doing our own group economics, that's economic devastation and destruction for you, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. This is why such a frantic, this is why such a panic, this is why it's being called racism, because all we're saying is that fine, we're gonna do what y'all been doing for the last 55 years and doing group economics and keeping the same energy y'all been keeping. Right? So the moment we keep the same energy, oh God, y'all, you guys are racist. Hold on. Why can't we have self-love? Why can't we do group economics? Why can't we do, y'all been boycotted us for the last 65 years. Y'all boycotted us for the last 65 years. So the moment we boycott back is a problem? That's interesting. Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Love you at your piece of lot, your key.
Let's read what this person says. The terrible thing is that these businesses could put out a statement or make a donation or fundraise for a Black organization, but no, you rather get on here and deny and call Black people racist. It's not about one person. I'm going to play your game now. Did you put out a statement or did you try to fundraise for the Asian community when those Black people literally were hurting, killing all those Asian people during COVID? When I got jumped by 5 Black people, did you put out a statement? Did you fucking speak out for me? When all the looting that was happening, did you speak out for all those businesses that suffered? I'm gonna say again that I say in every single video. Boycott all you want. That's not my problem. It's your right to boycott. It's your right to spend your money however you want. Just don't hurt innocent businesses that has nothing to do with it just because it's owned by Asians. I cannot be any more clear than this.
The biggest problem with content creation, it's not that coming up with topics or writing the script or messaging people that you want to work with or even message brands that you want to work with. Is how do you make your content easily understandable for the fucking artards on the internet? The people that watch your content and understand what you're trying to say, they generally okay. They like the video. They may not leave a comment and they move on. But the people that don't fucking understand the basic language, the basic English that I am fucking speaking, that is something I generally have no control over. And it's so hard to deal with. It's either people are disingenuous and trying to misinterpret what you're trying to say, or the English skill is so fucking poor, they can't even understand sixth grade English. And yes, I am admitting this. The thing I use AI for, it's not that to help me write scripts or to whatever. It's actually help me to dumb down the things I want to say so more people can understand. The whole Black people want to boycott like Asian stuff, I don't care. I really don't. You want to boycott? Go for it. That's your right as a human being. You want to say whatever you want to say in my comments? Go ahead. That's your right. I keep saying the things that the 2 Black girls did is unacceptable. Just because you're upset with one single person, right? You're bringing in innocent people that has nothing to do with this, calling their restaurant, ordering a bunch of food, and then never going to pick it up. Just don't go to the salons or restaurants or, I don't know, clothes wash, whatever. That's all you like. You don't have to go hurt those businesses. When you do something like that, it's actually not helping a cause.
Child. So the non-white businesses have been getting real crafty since we said that we were going to boycott. And what they're doing is they're changing their profile pages and creating other pages to signify that they're black when they're really not. They're using music that is, maybe black anthem music, and they are really trying to make people think that they are black-owned businesses. They're doing stuff like creating AI-generated videos of black people saying that they are creating different products. There's one that I saw, that was a black boy that was doing a crochet hat. And he was saying that, he know that the black queens is going to listen to this and listen to the end of the video, watch the video to the end. And then there was a person in the comments saying, oh, you a black boy, why are you making crochet hats? And this person, so to speak, was a non-black person. And so they do that so that black people will then go in the comments and say, oh no, I'm going to support, where's the link, I'm going to support, which is what was happening. But researchers found out that it was not a black owned business, it actually was an Indian owned business. So even though they're saying, oh, we don't need y'all money and y'all don't really contribute that much, blah blah blah, blah, they're going hard trying to make us think that they are black owned businesses, because they know that that's what we're trying to support. And it just lets you know that they do need our money. So what I would suggest is, not if it's a new business, it's a new company, especially on TikTok. Oh my God, they are infiltrating TikTok like crazy. Don't just buy based off of profile page, based off profile picture, based off of music. Don't do that. Don't look in the comments and see somebody that's a bot account saying something, and then you go, saying something negative, and then you go like, oh no, I gotta support them. Don't do that. If you cannot verify by moving videos, by them doing a live, by them doing actual Facebook videos, TikTok videos, that they're a black owned company, I say don't buy from them. There are a lot of black directories, black apps that are popping up now. They have been, but there's more and more that are popping up now that verify that these are black owned companies and black owned businesses before you buy. And I would suggest that you go through one of them first. Stay vigilant, stay woke, stay dangerous. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I hope you have the day you deserve.
It's really fucking absurd to me how Asian businesses want compassion from black people right now, but it's just like, that man spoke for the collective. As a black person, I know that it's a lot of hostility when you go to these Asian businesses, these Asian hair stores, these Asian nail salons, these Chinese spots. They're always looking at niggas like a fucking criminal. And then it's like they want us to exclude them from the boycott, but their actions aren't gonna fucking change. These behaviors aren't gonna fucking change. At the end of the day, there will still be black people that go support these businesses and still get racially targeted, racially profiled, stereotyped. Why would I come spend my money with a group of motherfuckers who literally don't like me? And the last time I checked, niggas was so poor. We was so broke. We need to save our money because we're welfare, baby. Well, guess what? We're gonna save our black dollars and keep it circulating through our black community. And don't get on this motherfucking internet asking where the niggas is. Because at the end of the day, there's Indians, Mexicans, white people. Why aren't they supporting y'all's business?
As an Asian American, I need my community to hear this. Black people are not the problem. The anti-Blackness in our community is. Watching some of you tell on yourselves this week has been absolutely embarrassing. Every time anti-Blackness becomes part of the conversation, too many of you immediately reach for the same playbook. Deflect, deny, play victim, blame black people for noticing. The acquittal for Rick Chow happened. People are angry, and they should be. How does a 14-year-old black boy end up dead and nobody is held criminally responsible? What shocked me even more is watching some Asian Americans spend more time attacking black people instead of reflecting on why the reaction exists in the first place. What I keep seeing is a community demanding understanding while refusing to practice it, demanding grace while refusing to extend it, demanding support while refusing accountability. Nobody owes us their money. Nobody owes us their loyalty. Nobody owes us their silence. And if black consumers decide they no longer want to support certain businesses, that is their decision. Many Asian-owned businesses have spent decades building themselves in black communities, serving black communities, and benefiting from black communities. So when people start questioning those relationships, the answer can't be outrage. The answer can't be victimhood. The answer certainly can't be attacking black people for speaking their minds. What some people seem unable to to process is that many Black Americans are not reacting to one verdict alone. They're reacting to years of experience, years of frustration, years of feeling disrespected, profiled, dismissed, and treated like a problem inside spaces where their dollars were always welcomed. A lot of us watched relatives and community members say things about Black people that would make them furious if somebody said the same thing about Asians. What's exhausting is watching the same folks spend more energy attacking Black people than confronting anti-Blackness within our own community. If your first instinct is to get defensive instead of reflective, you're part of the problem. As Asian Americans, we know exactly what it feels like to be stereotyped, excluded, and treated like we don't belong. That history should have taught us empathy. Instead, for some people, it taught entitlement. That's a hard conversation our community keeps avoiding. Black Americans are not responsible for fixing this. We are. And until more of us are willing to say that part out loud, we're going to keep having the same conversation over and over again, while wondering while trust keeps eroding. And that's the read. If you like your tea hot, share it, save your seat, and follow for more. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
I fully support the Asian community boycotting Black people. I'm seeing so many people come out in support of the Asian community regarding the boycotts, and they're saying, well, now the beauty supply stores won't have an issue with stealing anymore because the Black people are stealing all the product. And they're saying we're going into the beauty, they're saying we're going into the nail shops and we're getting our nails done. We aren't paying. That's terrible. That's terrible. I wonder why the Asian community hasn't said anything about this epidemic. Are you? I'm so sorry to hear that. We're running out without paying. We're stealing all the products in the beauty supply stores. Wow. If you are a member of the Asian community, I fully am in support of you boycotting Black people. I mean, your businesses must be failing in the Black community, right? Because you're living amongst a population of thieves and criminals. Again, I am in full support of you guys boycotting the Black community, right? We deserve it. And I'm so sorry about your businesses. They must be doing, oh, hold on, my phone's ringing. Hello? Hey, yeah, no, we can go to the nail salon. Yeah, brand new one just opened up on Emerson Avenue.
Asians are desperately seeking for Black people to forgive them. The problem a lot of them have is they can't come out plainly, own it up to their chest, and understand why Black people are angry, why Black Americans are boycotting them, and how they can literally sort out this issue amicably. It is something for you to understand that you are at fault. It is another thing for you not to ask stupid questions, come out and own it up with your full chest. A lot of them were still thinking that Black Americans, Black people are literally joking. Now they are coming into that realization, understanding that this is actually not a joke. Like, who is even going to be joking with you guys? It baffles me so much when I see some of them coming out to be like, oh, because of one person's punishment, you want to punish the whole Asians. Because of one person did this, you want to put the punishment on every single Asians. Oh, Black Americans, you people are wicked. Oh, Black Americans, you people are racist. Oh, Black Americans, you people are this, you people are that. But I'm not seeing a lot of them coming out to say, oh, Black people, we understand what you have literally been going through in the hands of Asians. The same people that made you people as Asians to be in America. You people have not come to that realization. Let me ask a very simple question. Since we are all in the business of generalizing things and you people want, since it is just this particular Asian store that did it, let's boycott these particular Asian stores. What of the Asian stores that have literally been racial profiling? What of the Asian stores that Black people will literally go there, they'll open their mouths, tell them that you have to pay before you get anything you want to get done. And then the moment they pay, they see other white folks working in without paying, they're even attending to them before them? What about the lot of pupilling that has literally been going on? Because this is not the first case. That is why what a lot of Asians fail to remember. This is actually not the first issue that is happening when it comes to pupilling. And from someone that has literally stayed in that particular street as well, a black man literally came out as well to air out his opinion that, you see, this, especially this ritual guy of a thing, because I'm going to be calling him guy, he don't have the balls to be a man, that this rich child man of a thing, guy of a thing, boy of a thing is always doing that. He always loved to profile black people. He can even pew you for just $5. And who are the people that were literally targeted all through? Black folks. Nobody wants to take that time to ask that particular questions. I want to say kudos to some of these Asians that understood what is actually happening and are able to air up to their balls and come out saying, oh, what we did is wrong. And they understand that when one race commits a particular offense, it affects every single person. See, let me remind Asians, you can never be white enough, no matter how hard you try. Because a lot of you guys are desperately seeking to be white as Asians. But you can never be white enough. No matter how you're trying to paint it, no matter how you're trying to blend into the society. And now you people now understand that black dollar is very important. Because ever since black people stopped patronizing you people are falling massively. So it simply means there were not even some of these white folks patronizing you guys, or you people cannot even patronize each other as Asians. If one person commits anything when it comes to the black community, you people generalize it as black Americans. I don't see any day people generalize it personally. But now that black Americans are generalizing their own and trying to tell you guys that as Asians, you guys got to do better, a lot of you guys are raged. A lot of you guys are mad. A lot of you guys are furious. A lot of you guys are angry. In fact, you people don't. See, if an opportunity is even given to some of you, you will literally want to drag down black Americans. And you want progress, and you want your business to succeed, and you want black people to forget about this boycott of a thing. You want them to move on. Let's act as if nothing happened. You want it to look like, God, it's so funny, honestly. Anyway, shout out to those ones that are able to own it up to their chests and really understood what literally transpired and are able to speak out. God super bless those ones, okay? But that does not stop. That's notwithstanding. Black Americans are still doing the boycott, and the boycott is working massively. The boycott is really, really 100% working, no matter how hard you people want to try to make it look like, oh, you can do it by yourself. It's a lie. The boycott is really eating a lot of Asians up. Like, comment, and share, and credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys.